back to another episode of Europa Universalis 5. We're playing as region Burma region of South Asia. Um, Last we looked, we were gathering some cores or some. We were trying to ultimately get a few claims. Right, we just got a claim on a home up here. Uh, we're getting close to being able to. We have to vassalize some of ours because I couldn't um, change to a vassal because one of the outliers. I have a number of subjects, so that minus 10. So I'm trying to start to integrate some of these smaller ones, just to get rid of that. So let's start the edit. Go ahead and declare war. It's a power war. We significant. So it should be. I do it before they have a chance to even join the coalition that's starting to. So I want to build a Stein neck. Um, these guys too, just because I just want kind of clean. And unfortunately, the only one that you can get tributaries. So you have to do the whole force them to become a tributary and then get them opinion up and then make them a vassal and then you can integrate. So it's best mechanic to be honest. I guess it helps with it helps with um, morale a little bit, or with like rebels, because you could spawn pretty strong rebels if you take too much clay. Like when I did my first one, I took all of this and then it's revolted. They actually were stronger, had higher morale than I did as rebels, and not that dissimilar to when you play Universalis, other than EU4, where the rebels had more strength than the country you just took over, right? Like you took over one province minor, and they had 5K troops, and um, you then take over. They get like 10K troops when they revolt, right? But the big difference is revolts here are it's basically a war, right? Similar to Imperator Rome. A lot of the mechanics in this game are closer tied to Imperator Rome than war, right? Like that's kind of been their sandbox that flops for them, so they're trying to um, make it work with the time period that's more interesting to people, a lot more invested. So it's kind of like a hybrid of both games, especially since allies not as big, right? Like I think in for how do you build as a miner is get strong neighbors, use them like Byzantine, getting Austria and Hungary, Poland to carry you, beat you to beat the Ottomans. Um, reality is those nations weren't gonna just sit back and let you just take all of the war score and and you didn't get to have all of Bulgaria as a vassal, right? Like they're gonna want their fair share of the spoils. Um, so I think that that's probably how they're kind of rectifying some of that. So there's actually a lot more provinces here, realized. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take all of them. They had a vassal here that I took in this video. I think the last video. Um, it was just kind of slow. Yeah, they was trying to siege down as many provinces as possible. See, nobles at. Just take the hit on. See. It'd just be siege these down, and then I have whole country. Wow, stack wipe. I feel like they don't stack wipe in this. It's the matter of siege. So out there at 100%. Okay. Oh, this was their vassal. I forgot I was fighting them last time too. Let's just. Can I siege them all down? Okay. All right. Let's take that. Let's do rebels. So they're gonna be high, but they're low. So let's go to guys because they're getting pretty high. All right. So any land that was an institution. Brace that. Spy on that. Slowest. No way to fight them without fighting this. Of course. I mean, I spent a while like looking through and figure out the mechanics of how to trade and bring it in any faster into my capital. Like it spreading just very slowly. Was spreading 4%. It's the market. Kingdom. Penglong. Loads. Alright, so that is got a little bit more trade. Oh, went up 1 point. What about buildings? So now it's alright, almost done assing one of our vassals. Achievement. Only like 50 achievements, so obviously they are still working on some of the flavor, I'm sure, with some of the sport. Let's do that, maybe. Help. I think what I need to do is build a road. Oh, look how expensive these roads are. What's the institution? Oh. Um. All right, let's see if let's handle that. No to handle trade, subsidized buildings. Uh, so 731 ducats to go to road to my capital. That'll help with the control. Hoping that also helps with spreading. So let's see what happens with that. Making 50 ducats a month, it should hopefully board. All right, then let's fix some of the automation. Um, Hold on to that because I'll probably offer expand the gravel roads once it's built. So let's just wait. It's gonna take 800 days. So where are we on spy networks? Okay, so we have this one. Covert. So spell I. All right, we have. We're gonna start to spy there. Make them a tributary. We don't need that anymore. All right, let's see where else I can expand to. Are they still in a vassal under Delhi? Yes, them. What I don't get is the fall of Delhi. Guys, change the vassal status. Base, different primary culture, backspace. Problem is, it takes forever to improve opinions. Like 34, get to 150, 150 months, give or take 1.1. I mean, I'm sure once I comets. Want to grow. Oh, did I? Didn't build a spy network here. I meant to do that when I was looking at it earlier. Yeah, the problem is I don't really have a lot of expansion left. I have to kind of go down here. Or here, but I don't have slightly weaker than. Another town. If I create a town here, that'll also help. Okay, so we have that. Let's just declare war. Oh, nice. So now Lan Na will join, and I can seize the rest of his land here. So, how far are we away from building those roads? Just wait till those roads are done. I don't want them to siege it and then it just gets destroyed. Care about sold Casas Bella. So with that Casas Bella, I should be able to take these lands from Lan Na, and then can I declare war on that? No, there. Wish there was like a way to have them collapse, but like if I declare war on them, look, their vassals swarm. They have 115 vassals that they bring in. How is it that they can afford that and I can't afford more than like 8? And why aren't they coming after me? I mean, that's probably eventually going to happen, right? They're pretty high stab. I can take that. Okay. Did I integrate core? Let's see. 1 point, almost 2 million pops. But there's a lot more in these two if I can get them to become vassals. Oh shit, they just joined the coalition, so declare war. Let's just do this now before they join the coalition as well. Terry. I'll have a diplomat though. Because I'm not paying for a diplomat. I have 0 diplomatic spending. Alright, so this should take about 4 months. Look, you're not thinking about diplomats until we need it. I like the screams of the people as you're sieging. Um, Definitely darker than EU4 for probably not as known that you're murdering women and children, but the screams that you hear when you're sieging and um, sieging down provinces or in battles um, is more of the reality, right? Regain, compromise, espionage. Just to deal with it.